Once you've got your list, it's time to start thinking about, right, how can I create a story that they will like to write about? It sounds simple, and it is simple if you remember a few things. Firstly, a story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. When we're starting off, people don't know about it. You don't start your story by saying, "Hi, I'm giantboobies.com. I sell big bras. Please write about me." That just doesn't do it. Why? Because that's not a story, is it? That's just a beginning. What really makes a story is, let's just do examples. Beginning, Costa Rican bananas. Farmers only get 0.01 penny per banana. New company, Sophia's Bananas, created to change this, to support this. Fair trade bananas coming to Costa Rica. Beginning, the shocking stat that Costa Rican banana farmers only get 0.01p per banana. Middle, Sophia's Bananas, new company, seeks to support that. And the rest of the blurb, kind of like quotes, more detail, more information, where the person can go to read more. Next one. 10 naked men spotted walking down Oxford Street. Why? Middle. Promoting, what would 10 naked men going down Oxford Street do? Waxing. Promoting a new waxing company based in Soho. And new discount for men, 50%, you get one leg done, not the other. Next one, and this is actually a true story. Grandmas are having more sex than ever before. New survey by insert condom brand name shows. You see the difference? You've started with the story, you've inserted your company in the middle, and you'll start to notice in the media when you start to read it from this different kind of angle, there tends actually not to be an end. You might sometimes notice that people will say, "This is coming," and then they never talk about it when it's actually come, right? Or they'll say, you know how there's all these different health studies and stuff every single day? For example, sugar is bad for you. Sugar is good for you. White bread is bad for you. White bread is good for you. Or they will say, a new study is starting. 1,000 new people are taking this new vaccine. They'll never follow up the story. They'll never actually tell you 6 months later, what happened to that study that I read? It's because by then it's already old news. So very often with the media, and there's a beginning in the middle, but sometimes there's not an end. The end of the individual article, hopefully, in our case, is a call to action, a call to your site, a call to sign up, a call to become a fan, etc. So let's do a case study now. The most recent case study that I've been working on. I've been working for a Kickstarter project called SuperToy. Has anyone heard of it? Yeah? Great? Yeah? Good? SuperToy, to give you some background, is created by two guys from Wales, from Abergavenny. Thank you. And SuperToy is a teddy bear. It's a teddy bear with artificial intelligence. It's a teddy bear that has Siri-like capabilities, Siri being the voice on the iPhone 4S Plus. The teddy bear can read you, or the child, bedtime stories. It can answer all those pesky why questions, that kids have all the time. It can sing songs, it can do basically anything, but it's all filtered and safe for the child. The creator of SuperTed, or SuperToy Teddy, came to me asking, hey, could you just find me a couple of blogs, please? I'd like to boost my Google rankings to get 30,000, he's trying to do. And immediately I said to him, this will not get you £30,000. Getting to the top of Google when people search for toys will not get you £30,000 in 30 days. So I gave him some advice. And first of all, I said, your product is amazing. You need to recognize that. He had been he's a middle-aged guy. He is one of those guys that kind of has focused so hard on it for 15 years. When someone ever asks him, what is this? He immediately jumps into like, oh, I can't tell you about that because then you might get my corporate secrets. I can't go into the code. I can't answer this. I mean, there's just so much. I mean, artificial intelligence itself would take me 2 years to explain. He doesn't actually say, this is a toy that is the greatest toy ever made. It's going to revolutionize the toy market. It's going to help parents. It's going to inspire gadget guys and stuff like that. And it could just be this year's Christmas bestseller. I didn't see it from that angle. And so when I told him this, he went, oh, right, okay. So what should I do? First of all, we did our research. Who's our target market? Parents, kids, and also guys that like artificial intelligence, because that's what this is really promoting. So kind of the gadget folks. Who within that is our target market? We started off looking at the gadget blogs, things like that. Then we went into where are parents reading? Well, that's actually really broad. So thankfully, we could include the big newspapers, we could include online sites. Next, we looked at who the journalists are and started creating our media list. And we also looked at who the influencers are. And one of those influencers was Stephen Fry. So when we launched the Kickstarter campaign, the first part that we targeted were the gadget blogs. And if you search SuperToy now on your phones, more than welcome to get your phones out and start searching, you'll see a load of gadget blogs immediately wrote it up. Even though there wasn't that much of a news hook, even though it was just at this stage, a Kickstarter project has launched, it's this new push into sort of artificial intelligence and toys, etc. A load of gadget blogs wrote it up because that's their passion, that's what they're interested in, just the technology alone. That generates some revenue starts to come in. Within a day, you got about £5,000. The next stage we did was actually write to Stephen Fry, the influencer. Simple email to Stephen Fry, found by going to his agent and talking to his agent. And you can find his agent just by Googling. And the agent said, yeah, this might be something, Stephen, send him an email. He's usually nice. Stephen Fry, he invested £5,000 and tweeted about it. Have a look, go onto his Twitter stream. As soon as Stephen Fry had donated £5,000, which makes him the biggest backer, and tweeted about it, that is a news hook that lots of people are interested in. Then we create our big press release story. Beginning, Stephen Fry invests in new Super Teddy with Siri-like capabilities. Middle, we haven't even mentioned the name. We haven't even mentioned Kickstarter yet. Middle, this is what SuperToy's about. This is what Stephen Fry said. It's on Kickstarter. End, call to action. Here's where you can go to learn more, watch a video, etc. Right? So after Stephen Fry tweeted about this, then we went to the big guys, people like the Daily Mail and the Daily Telegraph, ABC News in America, because they want to break out in America. And you can go online now, you can have a look. Within a day, Daily Telegraph have written about it. Within the next day, actually today, Daily Mail wrote about it. ABC News wrote about it, that's a big channel in America. A very influential tech guy in America wrote about it. He's the director of engineering at Google on his blog, and that's again another hook that we use when we speak to the journalists. But that's only 4 I've named there. I had a media list of about 100. But only 4 or 5 wrote about it from that media list. But because all my media list were reaching out to big targets and I was focusing, I've only got X amount of time. I want to get the biggest reach for the least amount of money possible. In this case, 0 money. Even if I got just 1, the reach of that journalist is between 1 and 3 million. So after Stephen Fry invested, within 2 days, an extra about £16,000 had come in. Today, it stands at £27,000, I think, of his target of 30,000. He's got 24 days left to go. This is within 4 days. This is the power, I think, of the media. The interesting thing about publicity and PR is that when it starts to kick off, it's like a bubble with big ripples. So he just told me that Radio BBC, as BBC Radio 1, as I tried to call him, ITV Wales are about to interview him. The Telegraph on Friday, I want to do a 2-page feature on him. Channel 4, a program called The Gadget Man, want to feature him in the Christmas show. He's also been featured in the national paper in Italy, Japan, and China. That's what happens with PR when you've got this. Well, first of all, he had a fantastic product, right? Let's not forget that. It's got a great product. It changes the world. You start off, and the first thing we did was the gadget blogs, right? Because we knew that's the core audience, even though we got no one's raised anything. At the moment, no one has shown any interest. The gadget blogs like it because they like the tech. They like to talk about that. Then we found the influencer, Stephen Fry. Hell of a lot of luck. I'm not going to lie to you and be like, no, it was an art. We did our research. We had a list of people that might be influencers, and thankfully, he liked it. We used that within our media story, and then we went for the big guys. Once you got the big guys, everything just keeps on going. You know, every time you pick up the phone, you go, oh, you might have seen this recently. It was in the Telegraph. Oh, you might have seen this. It was in the Daily Mail. Oh, I know you're from America, but you might have seen that the director of Google, the director of engineering of Google has just written about it in San Francisco. You use that all to your advantage. So going back to the question I raised earlier of people always say, what should I go for? Social media, blogs, the main stuff? Do you see how it's all integrated? Everything helps each other. I don't believe that there are separate disciplines in marketing. I think that's wrong. Everything in today's world should be integrated. You can use everything. We could have done the complete opposite. We could have gone to the main papers first, probably got 1 or 2 articles. Then we could have used that then to go to the gadget blogs. Then we could have used that to go to the influencer. Either way, it's all integrated. So when people say, should I do YouTube? Should I do Twitter? Should I do Facebook? No, you should do it all and use it all with each other. If your YouTube video does really well, use that as your news hook when you go to the newspaper. If you're really lucky and just by being a really nice person with loads of charm and you speak to the person, you end up flirting with them, whatever, and they write about you, then use that in your social media. Everything is content, everything helps each other, right?